But you wanted more.
I fell in love with Ronaldo.
Yeah, and look what I got. Dead.
So, let's just call it straight. We both want to leave this town.
What are you gonna leave too?
We need to finish the mission, get the gold, and we can go back. Finally.
Fine, we'll do this. But make sure no one finds out about it, especially Olivia.
All right, Rusty, so you're telling me that Beverly's in Mexico and there's been abductions left and right and Kent's head fell off last night?
You see what I'm saying, Mayor? Things have been crazy around here. This truce between you and Jack is going to be the first step towards healing. He's the only other one who knows about this shed where the Rollers used to have their headquarters, back where I was in charge. He said he'll meet us here.
All right.
Now, you promised me, Mayor, you're going to make nice with Jack and let that issue be water under the bridge.
You know what they always say about politics? They said politics is sissy your Uncle Fred isn't your uncle.
If I had a nickel every time I heard that.
Because sometimes you have to lay in bed with your aunt, who's your nephew.
Thank God Jack is here.
Jack,
Jack, come in. Come on in, it's all right, Jack.
So you weren't lying, Rusty. He is alive.
Look, just come on in and make yourself comfortable. Let me pour you a drink. Close the door.
it takes a lot to put an old dog like me down, Jack. Before we get into this, I do have to know, where's my sister? Where's Crystal?
Your sister,
The
Crystal.
house is empty. Bud and Bud Jr. are gone.
There's a couple of things you need to know about Crystal. One thing is, nobody's seen her for the past day. The other thing is, she and I are in love.
I'm glad to hear it. Since her and Bud got divorced, she's been...
Bud's her son, Mayor.
That's Bud Light. Bud Junior's Light. He's a second.
Look, why don't we just keep our mind on what's important? You two have to come to a clearing of the waves.
All right, I'm a consummate politician. I'll forget about my sister, who I love very deeply, and who's now missing. Talk to you.
Rusty says that you're gonna forgive me. I swear I shot you right there in your heart. I don't know how you're alive.
Actually, my heart was relocated in a Russian prisoner of war camp after World War II.
It was a common procedure.
Moved it over here so I could have a false trap and store Allied information. Sewed that back up, though.
Okay. Well,
Well, go on, Jack. Tell him you're sorry that you shot him.
That's all right. He doesn't have to be sorry. He just has to be willing. Because that's what everybody says about politics, right? Sissy, your uncle isn't your uncle, it's Fred.
look, Rusty, I don't have much to lose these days. I mean, you know, I got that illness and it's pretty bad. I'm not gonna go bow down and kiss this guy's ass just because you want me to make nice.
Don't worry about it. You'll get better. They have medical science now. For God's sakes, if they could take a man's heart and put it in his thigh, they could fix you. But
I've got the best people up at the chateau.
You've got a lot to live for, Jack. But you just have to make sure that this is taken care of so you don't have to worry about it anymore.
You see, I need the roles. All your young votes count. You know, Olivia's really been coming on strong.
Just say you're sorry.
What about my brother? What about Maddie?
Forget about that now.
No, it's all right. As long as Maddie writes my campaign theme songs, we're good.
Olivia, I have some wonderful news. I am resigning as the campaign manager of your mayoral campaign.
How is that wonderful news?
Well, I have a new lease on life. Maurice reminded me about the gold in the hills. I'm gonna find it. I'm gonna find it, I'm gonna get it, and I'm gonna use it to get Jack some medical treatment, and then he'll be fine. And then everything will be fine.
Are you okay? I think maybe you're just grieving.
I'm fine. I'm fine. I'm gonna find the gold in the hills. It's exciting.
You're abandoning me. You're all I have left in this town. And now that the mayor is back, I'm no longer running unopposed.
But you have what it takes. Look, I put everything you need right here. All you need is to know that I will steal the child from the Sears Orkmart or something around that size. If you just keep that in mind, it's...
We can't steal any more children! It's wrong!
But they can go around in the whole town and whisper into people's ears and tell them to vote for you. I set it all up. You'll be fine.
Something's changed about you, Maddie. You were my family values campaign manager. You were going to write me the songs. At least tell me you'll still write my campaign song.
I'll write it to you from the hills. I'll sing it out into the world, but I just can't be here anymore. I'll admit it. I'm sad. My brother is dying. My best friend is dead. I gotta go. I gotta do something.
You're not really exuding sad. I
What do
think
you want me to do?
something's...
Break down in tears?
Well, it would be more appropriate. I mean, I wasn't going to tell you this, but... Doctor, please tell me she doesn't have amnesia. I think that's what it is. You just don't remember.
I remember very well.
You remember seeing Kent's brains sprawled across the ground? Do you really remember that?
Yes! Yes, I remember when my twin sister and V both came close to him and blew up his brain. I remember it great. I can't think about it anymore. So I'm gonna go and find some gold in the hills.
I think it's fool's gold, Maddie.
Jack, thank you for meeting me here, near the hills of gold. Alone. How's the disease?
It's not good, Maurice. You know, when Maddie and I were kids, we used to tumble down these hills. Those old stories about them being filled with gold. We'd dig up any loose hole we saw. I had dirt in my fingernails. One time, I got bit by a gopher.
I remember. It was right before I was shipped off to Europe. You and Maddie were just innocent little scamps, scampering around. And you had a bright future ahead of you.
Yeah, I did.
And then what happened, son?
I joined the Rollers. I
That's
became
right.
a gang member.
You
Right.
did.
That's what I did with my life.
And you know what? Maddie's always looked up to you. He's always seen you as the epitome of what it means to be a man.
What are you getting at here, Maurice?
Jack, I know you mean well, but you have to see that you're poisoning Maddie. You have to see that you're a bad influence on your brother.
What do you want me to do? Just keel over right now?
No, of course not. There's enough death in this town to last a lifetime. pains me to say it, Jack. I was there when you were born. I was volunteering as a nurse at the hospital at that time. And I love you like a son. But I also love Maddie. And I know when a branch in the tree is too rotten and needs to be pruned.
So you want me to just go off like a cat, find a little hole in the woods to die in, where no one's gonna hear from me anymore? Is that what's best?
You just go to a different town.
I've never lived anywhere else but Beaver Pines. You know, I was born here. You were there. I want to die here at least.
Jack, don't make this more difficult than it has to be. For Maddie's own good, just leave.
Olivia, you came. Please. Can I get you a drink, a cigarette, cigar?
Yes. How do you smoke these?
Don't inhale all the way.
You know I'm desperate. I wouldn't be here if I wasn't.
I know, but I just want to tell you that I'm sorry for everything that's happened in this town. And I'm sorry for having had a hand in it.